Hello friends. So today we would be continuing with the PYQs of very newly introduced topic on Indian logic. In the previous PYQs we have covered various important topics of Praman, perception, inference, Purv Mimamsa, comparison, and today I would be continuing with the PYQs on fallacies, which are an important part of inference. And there has been a frequent, it has seen ki lot many times UGC net is asking many questions from inference and fallacies, so we will be continuing with that. And in the PYQs, by doing the PYQs we can get an idea that what are the familiar topics and where we can set out our boundaries for preparing ourselves for UGC net paper 1. So I would take you to the LMS platform of Human Peritus, where I would be showing that how are the topics covered and what all we have covered in our Indian logic classes. So the LMS platform of Human Peritus, here we have discussed all the topics on Nyaya school, nature and form of knowledge, perception, inference, and in inference there is a very important topic of fallacies. So fallacies क्या है? Fallacies are those जब हमारा जो inference है, जो हमारा अनुमान wrong जाता है, और जो हमारी 5 characteristics थी middle term की when they are violated, that results in the creation of fallacies. All those fallacies are material fallacies, और ये material fallacies जो होती हैं हमारी inference को invalid करती है. Although the statements appears to be right to us, but because it is based upon faulty premises, it becomes invalid. Here in fallacies the middle term which appears to be the valid reason, in actual it is not the valid reason. So there are 5 kinds of fallacies which we have covered in our classes, which are asiddha, that covers ashray siddha, swarupa siddha and vyapat siddha. This asiddha talks about the fallacy of unproved middle, and then there is Savya Vichara Anayakantika, that talks about the fallacy of irregular middle, which are of 3 types: Sadharana, Asadharana and Anup Samhari. And then the third is Sat Pratipaksa. Fourth, which is Badita, which is the non-inferential contradictory middle. Here middle term is contradicted by not only by the inference but by some other source of Praman like perception, Upman, Shabda, or any other valid source of knowledge. And then Viruddha. So these are the types of fallacies, and there has been a trend where where the UGC net asks many questions on all these fallacies, and the major focus is on the examples and the types of fallacies. We would be in this PYQ sessions, you would be going through the very important fallacies questions, and most of them are focusing on the content is being focused on the examples. So let's start with the PYQs of fallacies. In the statement, the hill has smoke because it has fire, which type of fallacies may be identified? So over here, the hill has smoke because it has fire. This talks about the fallacy of Vyapat Siddha, because in Vyapti Siddha we have discussed that here the Vyapti is conditional and fire only smokes when it is associated with wet fuel. But in this given statement, here the middle term is fallacious Why it is fallacious? Because being conditioned, here the middle term becomes fallacious if we say that the hill has smoke because it has fire, because there is no we cannot it assumes an unconditional, कोई connection नहीं है कि यहाँ पे wet fuel का association दिख रहा है. So हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि there is a it has committed the material fallacy of unproved middle. Okay, because Vyapti being conditional, it is being shown over here as unconditional, yeah, unconditioned association thereby neglecting the necessary condition of wet fuel, because fire can smoke only it is associated with wet fuel, but since here there is no association with the wet fuel, so we can also say that the smoke is coming out from the hill, because it can be, the reason can be that there is also an industry setup over here, and it is not always correct to say ki the smoke is coming out from the hill because of fire. It can be because of an industry setup in that hill. So this type of fallacy may be identified as Vyapat Siddha. Rest Asiddha is not right, because Asiddha is one of the main one of the mains of the bifurcation of the Vyapat Siddha, Ashray Siddha and Swarupa Siddha, and Vyapat Siddha is the only fallacy which cover up this type of statement, and Sadharana is not right because both of them belongs to the fallacy of irregular middle. So therefore the correct option is D, व्यापत सिद्धा. हमें बस यहाँ पे ये समझना है कि व्यापत सिद्धा क्यों है, बिकॉज जो स्मोक निकल रही है हिल से वो किसी और रीजन से भी हो सकती है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे कोई रीजन कोई कंडीशन अटैच नहीं है, तो हम ये मानकर चलते हैं कि ये फैलेसी हमारी ये जो स्टेटमेंट है वो फैलेसी है, जस्ट बिकॉज हेयर it is neglecting the necessary condition of association with wet fuel which is required for fire, which is required when fire smokes only when it is associated with wet fuel. Next question, Hetva Bhasa produced in conclusion due to refutation of साध्य. So when we are talking about साध्य, साध्य किसको बोलते हैं हम? साध्य होता है हमारा major term and हेतु is the middle term which we have covered. If you have gone through the Indian logic classes of human paritas, you would be getting a clear idea of how these terms have come into inference and what is their impact, how these are related to each other. And if you want to get an idea of what all we have covered in Indian logic classes, don't forget to subscribe to Human Paritas channel. So here Hetva Bhasa, which is produced in conclusion due to refutation of साध्य, because साध्य की जो refutation है where the middle term is pervaded by the absence, not by the presence in the middle term. So instead of proving the existence of the major term, it tries to prove its non-existence. So that is only applicable in case of Viruddha. So the correct answer is Viruddha, because in Viruddha here we prove major terms non-existence. Rest are not correct, because asiddha, it is talking about the fallacy of unproved middle which has no relationship with the refutation of major term. To refute means to when we try to avoid that major term, so that is only being done by middle term in the case of Viruddha. Savve Vichara is the fallacy of irregular middle. And Sat Pratipaksa talks about the inferentially contradicted middle. So the correct option is C. Next is match list 1 with list 2. List 1 gives the 4 types of fallacies while list 2 explain their description. Asiddha is talking about the fallacy of unproved middle, and Savve Vichar is talking about the fallacy of irregular middle. Sat Pratipaksa, here the middle term is contradicted by another middle term, this is C. And Badhita, when middle term is contradicted by some other praman like perception, comparison or Shabda and not by inference, so that is D. So the correct option is D over here. So this is how we can build the connection if we know the meaning of each and every sentence. Fire is not warm because it is produced such as water. So here this statement is an example of which type of fallacy. So here the fire it is being produced as water, since it is trying to get contradicted. Here the middle term, it is here the middle term produced, it is being contradicted by some other source of praman, and that's why it's the case of Badhita, because Badhita talks about the non-inferentially contradicted middle. And in this, what is happening, if we see this statement that fire is not warm because it is produced such as water, here since fire it is produced as water, which is not right. By because over here the middle term जो water है, जो substance की products, it is being contradicted, because जो उसका जो major term है not warm, which can also be written as cold, something which is not warm is cold. So here the middle term, which is water, or you can say produce, it is being contradicted by the major term, which is cold. It is being contradicted by the major term cold, and this is something which is directly contradicted by our perception, because we can never say or we have never feel that the fire can be cold. So not warm, coldness, it is talking about the major term, और जो ये produce और ये water, it is talking about the middle term. So we can never compare the fire with coldness, or we cannot compare fire with water. Why? Because this is something which is contradicted by our perception, and here Badhita Vishya is the right answer, because it is non-inferentially contradictory middle by another source of praman, which is perception. हमारा perception क्या है कि fire is always hot, it can never be not warm or cold. Rest जो सत प्रतिपक्षा है, it is not right, because सत प्रतिपक्षा में हमारा inferentially contradictory middle होता है, and विरुद्धा के अंदर हमारा what is happening in विरुद्धा, there is only contradictory middle, and in this statement there is more of non-inferentially contradictory middle. And Swarupa Siddha, this is fallacy of unproved middle. So the correct option is B. Next question is, according to Nyaya, classical Indian school of logic, which fallacy is committed in the following argument? Sound is eternal because it is produced. So such type of fallacies, it is produced by Viruddha, that is D. Why? Because something which is produced, it can never be eternal. It is always pointing out towards non-eternality. So therefore we say that it is an example of Viruddha. Here middle term जो है यहाँ पर produced, जो produced middle term है, here the produce, which is middle term, it is being pervaded, it is being spread by the presence of the it is being pervaded by the presence of the major term. Instead of being pervaded by the presence of major term, it is trying to pervade by the absence of major term. And here the word produce, जो हमारा जो produce word है, sound is eternal because it is produced, and produce, instead of proving the eternality of sound, it is trying to prove the non-eternality. So here here the middle term itself here the middle itself disapproves the original proposition. Why? Because something which is produced can never be eternal, because eternal क्या चीज होती है? Eternal is something which has no beginning and end. And when we are talking about produce, when we are talking about sound which is produced, that is what प्रोड्यूस इज समथिंग. जब कोई चीज प्रोड्यूस हो पा जब जब किसी चीज की बिगनिंग हो पा रही है, तब वो इटर्नल नहीं होता, तब वो नॉन इटर्नल होता है. सो हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि हेयर द मिडिल टर्म प्रोड्यूस, इट इज instead of proving the eternality, it is trying to prove the non-eternality of the sound. Therefore this statement is fallacious in nature. It is having the material fallacy. Why? Because here the middle term is being contradicted, because the middle term है वो contradictory कर रहा है to the statement given over here. And here instead of proving the existence of the major term, it is trying to prove is non-existence. Prove the non-existence of major term. Rest, Anup summary is not the right option. Sadharana and Swarupa Siddha, these are not appropriate with the type of statement या argument mentioned in the question. Next question is, according to Nyaya, classical Indian school of logic, which of the following is an example of Baddhita fallacy? Baddhita fallacy is the non-inferential contradictory middle. So here the middle term is contradicted not by inference but by some other source of praman. So the right option is D over here, because fire is cold because it is a substance. Here the term, here the middle term substance, मिडिल टर्म क्या है? सब्सटेंस. ठीक है, here the middle term substance, it becomes contradicted because जो मेजर टर्म है कोल्डनेस, so they are trying to contradict with each other. So middle term substance, major term are being contradicted on the basis of directly contradicted by perception. कि हमारा परसेप्शन क्या है कि फायर कभी कोल्ड नहीं होती, इट इज ऑलवेज हॉट. सो जो हमारा परसेप्शन है उसके अगेंस्ट ये स्टेटमेंट जा रही है, बिकॉज इट इज सेइंग दैट फायर इज कोल्ड बिकॉज इट इज अ सब्सटेंस, व्हिच इज नॉट राइट. हियर इट इज बीइंग it is ultimately leading to the invalid या unsound or you can say flawed reasoning, and this is what the fallacy is. Fallacy क्या होती है? When there is an error, when the argument is seeming unsound because of there is an error in the subject matter under consideration. So the correct option is D over here. Next is seventh question. Which of the following arguments is an example of the fallacy of asadharana, that is a narrow middle term according to Nyaya School of Indian Logic. So in asadharana, the middle term is too narrow. It only in asadharana, it only focuses on it is present only in paksa but not either in the negative and the positive instances. So the correct option is B over here, that sound is eternal because it is audible. Here audible जो middle term है, here audible जो middle term है, it belongs to sound and nowhere else. So therefore this statement is an example of fallacy of asadharana. Rest are not the right statement, because eternal is something which is having no beginning and no end, it is infinite. But अगर हम बात करते हैं audibility की, audibility only belongs to sound and nowhere else. So something which is something when the concept is specific to some term like sound over here, so we cannot say that it is eternal. It is falling under the category, audibility is falling under the category of non-eternal, whereas in this statement it is written as eternal. Next, according to Nyaya, which of the following argument involves the fallacy of Viruddha? In fallacy of Viruddha, it is contradictory middle, where instead of being pervaded by the presence of the major term, it is being pervaded by the absence of the major term, and here it tries to prove the non-existence of middle term, and it is possible in the case of the sound is eternal because it is produced. Why? Because something which is produced, instead of proving its eternality, it always tries to prove the non-eternality. Here the middle term itself disapproves the original proposition. So in Viruddha, the right statement that presents the Viruddha is sound is eternal because it is produced. Rest are incorrect. Because this hill has smoke because it has fire, it's an example of Vyapata Siddha, which we have covered while we were in our fallacy class. And the hill has fire because it is knowable. It is something which talks about the first type of fallacy, which is sadharana, where the middle term is too wide, and sound is eternal because audible. It is something where when the middle term is too when the middle term is too narrow, इसमें too wide है middle term और इसमें है too narrow, and this is the case of fallacy of unproved middle. Next question, according to classical Indian school of logic, which fallacy is committed in the following statement? All things are non-eternal because they are knowable, and this is an example of Anup summary, because Anup summary के अंदर there are two things. First thing is that the minor term is all inclusive. Here it talks about all things, is talking about the minor term, and second is that the middle term is non-exclusive. So the correct option is Anup summary, and here all things mine are non-eternal because they are knowable, and knowable is something which is the middle term and it is non-exclusive. Here the middle term knowable, it is something which is applicable to all the things, and or it is not necessary ki all the knowable things should be non-eternal, it can be eternal also. So therefore the statement is the fallacy which is committed in this statement is Anup summary. Which of the following arguments is an example of Svarupa Siddha? In Svarupa Siddha, that is it is a case where it is one of the types of the fallacy of unproved middle, and in Svarupa Siddha here the middle term by its very nature is not present in the minor term. So the correct option is that sound is a quality because it is visible, because this is the right fallacy of Svarupa Siddha, rest are not. Why? Because sound can never be visible, it is something which is audible in nature, we can hear it. It is not like that we can say that sound is visible. So here sound जो है यहाँ पर क्या है, sound आपका minor term है and visible आपका है middle term. Here middle term by its very nature is absent in the minor term, which is a violation of one of the characteristics of the middle term. So therefore this option C is the correct option of Svarupa Siddha. From the following, identify those which illustrate the fallacy of the unproved middle. So unproved middle में आश्रय सिद्धा, स्वरूप सिद्धा, व्यापक सिद्धा, विरुद्धा are not the part of unproved middle, badita also not the part. So the correct option is 1, 2 and 3 only, option A. Rest are incorrect. What type of fallacy is implied in the following? Fire is cold. So cold is something which is the major term over here. Here major term, and it is substance. Substance is the middle term, and fire is the minor term. So here this type of fallacy is conducted A Badita. Why? Because here the substance, ठीक है, it is here when you talk about the middle term substance becomes contradicted because of the major term coldness, which is directly contradicted by perception. So it's a case of Badita, which talks about non when the middle term is related to a minor term that stands not for any definite individual or class of individual but indefinitely for all objects. So that's a case where of Anupa Summary Savya Vichara. Why? Because in Anupa Summary Savya Vichara, here it is standing up all for the all inclusive. Here the middle term is non-exclusive and the minor term is all inclusive. So therefore it's an example of Anup Summary Savya Vichara. Rest are not correct options as per the statement mentioned above in the question. Next is, given below are two statements. If we infer Socrates is a man because he is mortal, we commit the fallacy named as Sadharana by classical Indian logicians. Statement 2. An inference is fallacious if middle term is found to be common to both the major term and its opposite. Such fallacy is named as Sadharana. So in Sadharana, when you talk about the Sadharana fallacy, in Sadharana here the middle term is too wide. When the middle term is too wide, so that ultimately results in the violation of one of the characteristics of the middle term, where middle term is not only present in positive instances which is known as Sapaksa, but also present in negative instances known as vipaksa. So in this, Socrates is a man because he is a mortal. Here it is trying to commit the fallacy such as sadharana. Why? Because here the term जो हमारा यहाँ पर जो मिडिल टर्म है, mortal, it is something which is something very wide in nature. Why? Because हमारा जो स्टेटमेंट है, जो ये स्टेटमेंट किस स्टेटमेंट से हमारा हुआ है, जब हमने बोला दैट ऑल mortals are men. So this statement is derived from these premises. Then Socrates is a mortal, therefore is man. So therefore जो Socrates is a man because he is a mortal. Here जो middle term mortal है, it is something which is very wide in meaning, and when the middle term is wide, it is what it commits a fallacy of sadharana, because mortal can be other things also, not only man. Mortal can be animals and all the living beings apart from the men. So यहाँ पे mortal not only includes men but other living beings which are present on our planet Earth. So that's why it is committing the fallacy of middle term. Why? Because middle term mortal is too wide in its meaning. So here both statement 1 and 2 are true. Next statement, given below are two statements. The formal fallacies of Aristotle are based on the violations of the formal structure of whole syllogism. So जब fallacies कब होती, when we try to violate one of the prime rules या fundamental principles को जब हम violate करते हैं तब हमारी fallacies commit होती है. So in Aristotle's syllogism that was majorly focusing on the formal structure of the syllogism. It was majorly focusing on the way it is presented in the form of languages. It is focusing more on linguistic structure, formal structure. So जब आपका एरिस्टोटल के अंदर फॉर्मल या लिंग्विस्टिक या लैंग्वेज का जो लॉजिकल स्ट्रक्चर है that is violated, that ultimately causes the fallacies because there is a violation of fundamental rule of Aristotle's syllogism. So this statement is correct. Similarly, fallacies given by Naikas rest on the violation of formal conditions of valid middle term or reason, which is correct because when any of the characteristics, 5 characteristics of middle terms are violated, that results in the fallacy of reason. So the correct option is both statement 1 and 2 are correct, rest are not the right option. Next, given below are two statements. The fallacy of contradictory middle, that is viruddha, occurs in an argument when the middle term is found both where the major is found and where it is not found, which is not right because in fallacy of contradictory middle, the middle term is found only when the major term is absent and it always try to prove its non-existence. So the second statement, the fallacy of contradictory middle viruddha is committed in an argument when the middle term is found only when the major term is absent. This is right. So the correct option is D, where statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. Next question, consider the argument given below. So fallacies में क्या देखा गया, मेजरली आर्ग्यूमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस है और इन्फ्रेंसेस और फैलेसीज के टाइप्स है, जिसमें कौन कौन से फैलेसीज के अंदर क्या क्या उसकी मीनिंग्स है यहाँ पर. सो व्हाट वी ट्राइंग टू लर्न ओवर हियर दैट इन PYQs द मेजर फोकस इज ऑन द एग्जांपल्स which are coming on a regular basis, plus they are more focusing on the meanings of understanding the types of various types of fallacies. So in total there are 11 types of fallacies, including all the sub classifications. Sound is permanent because it is inaudible. Identify the fallacy. How can we say that sound is inaudible, and how this inaudible is the middle term. So this inaudible is the middle term. Identify the fallacy involved in the above argument on the basis of Indian logic from the options given below. So sound is permanent because it is inaudible. First of all, sound can never be inaudible, so that is ultimately giving us the fallacy, something which is of irrelevant. So here we say that this is a fallacy of irrelevant reason, because sound can never be inaudible. This is ultimately questioning the main trait of a sound. अगर sound inaudible है तो वो sound हो ही नहीं सकता, because we are not able to listen it. 18th question, when a middle term does not go further than producing a state of mental oscillation between two opposite views. So there is a counterbalancing between the two views. The case is known as fallacy of Prakashanam, that is counteracted middle term, or we can say Sat Pratipaksa. Sat Pratipaksa is also known as fallacy of Prakashanam. Why? Because over here what is happening, there is more of a, in Sat Pratipaksa, middle term is contradicted by another middle term. And second, here there are two arguments given to us which ultimately try to counterbalance each other with equal force. So the correct option is C. Next question, the proposition all things are non-eternal because they are knowable. So when all things are there, so this all things is the minor term which is all inclusive, and when the minor term is all inclusive and the term knowable is the middle term which is non-exclusive over here. So this type of fallacy is where the middle term is non-exclusive, also known as Anupasamhari. So the correct option is A. Rest are not correct. Given below are two statements. Statement 1, according to classical Indian logicians, all fallacies are material fallacies, right? Because why? Because material fallacies क्यों होती है? Because जितनी भी fallacies होती हैं, they are pointing towards a flawed arguments or reasoning which is unsound, and it is material because of there is an error in the subject matter under consideration. So जब subject के अंदर ही error आ जाता है, which is the main important or material thing in any of the argument, that ultimately results in the fallacy which are material in nature. So this statement 1 is correct, and then second statement is that according to classical Indian logician, fallacies could be purely formal as well as purely informal, which is not right. Why? Because it only covers up the formal fallacies. It does not point out toward informal, so this statement is not right. So the correct option is C, where statement 1 is correct but statement 2 is incorrect. So with this we have come up with the end of the PYQs on fallacies, and we have covered up all the various important questions. If you people want to clear up your UGC NET exam, so don't forget to take 1 day free trial from Human Peritas. Thank you.